Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today you're here with me, Priyanka, and I'm going to take you on a trip to Flavorland from Bengal. We're going to prepare some heartwarming Basanti Pulao, and I'm going to pair it with some yummy Dhaba-style paneer. Trust me, it's a perfect blend of home-style comfort with just a hint of spice, and you're going to find it just like the roadside dhaba. So let's get along. First up, we take the rice and we are going to wash it very thoroughly. At least try to wash it 2 to 3 times and clear out all the starch and let it soak for just a bit, maybe 10 to 20 minutes. Preferably take some basmati rice over here or some dehradun rice. Now to the soaked rice, we're going to add some haldi, some salt, a little bit of asafoetida, a bit of ghee and a sprinkle of sugar and mix it very thoroughly. I'm using a spatula over here. You can go in with your hands, just that the haldi stain doesn't go off, so I'm just using my spatula. Also, if you want to make it a flavor bomb, just add in a bit of cinnamon and some elaichi. It adds an amazing flavor. My husband doesn't like the flavor of it bit too much, that's why I've not added it. And let it marinate for around 1 to 2 hours. Once that's done, you take a pan, a heavy bottomed pan, and add some ghee to it. Now you add your spices, your tej patta, elaichi, dalchini, a bit of chakri fool if you can, patthar fool, and star anise. This all goes by the amount of spice you would want, but maybe 1 to 2 tej patta and a handful of the other ingredients. To it, you add your kaju and roast them a little well. My husband likes it a little too roasted, so I've just roasted it a bit more. And once it's done on medium to low flame, add some kismis and turn it to very low flame so that the kismis doesn't burn. Now to this, you add your pre-marinated rice and to the ghee, and along with the rice you just keep on stirring it very nicely thoroughly so that it doesn't stick to the bottom. Now in a cup separately, according to the amount of water that you add, microwave or heat up some water and make it to the boiling point. And once you've tossed and turned this rice in the pan in the ghee to be separated very nicely for around 2 to 5 minutes, you add this boiling water and give it a nice stir. See if the salt and the sugar are correct. Add in one beech mein se kata hua mirchi and then just add in some sugar because it's supposed to be a little sweet, just a sprinkle of sugar, and put a lid on and put it to low medium flame for a couple of minutes. The smell of the rice accordingly will tell you. If it's pre-soaked, maybe around 10 minutes and then it'll steam for some time. Okay, up next we have our paneer. So I've taken around 200 grams of paneer for 2 times. So I'm going to have it for lunch and dinner. And 200 plus 200, and I've cut it into square-ish sizes, block of let's say almost an inch by inch, and you cut it up nicely. I'm saving of one chotu piece because my husband really likes having kacha paneer, so I'll just toss it a little bit in ghee and give it to him later. So to that we take some curd. So I had some curd remaining at my house and I added some haldi, turmeric, salt, red chili powder, a little bit of paneer butter masala, which I got from a packet. I added some garam masala. There's a biryani masala that I generally use called Shan Biryani Masala. You must use it. And also some dhania powder. I forgot about it. And mix it thoroughly and marinate the paneer cubes. I generally marinate it for close to 30 minutes. So after this paneer is marinated well, you have to deep fry it, either pan fry it in shallow fry, or you can sear it on some pan. I'm here going to roast it a bit in my air fryer. So I've recently purchased my air fryer. It's been around 6 or 8 months that I've been using it. If you want a review, do let me know in the comments below. So I've put my paneer cubes in the air fryer for around 10 minutes. First 5 minutes I just let it cook on one side and then toss it around, and then next 5 minutes it cooks. I just check the pieces in case it's a little raw, then I put it in for another 2 to 3 minutes and it's good to go. So up next I'll be actually cutting some onions and pureeing some tomatoes. In my house we generally eat a little more of tomatoes. I've taken around 3 large tomatoes and around 4 large onions, and I have cut the onions. So I hate cutting onions. I cry like a bucket load even when I'm cutting a small onion. So ever since I got married, the first thing that I purchased was a food processor, and it's a blessing, trust me. So chopping finely diced onions in a small chopper, electric one, or if you can actually invest in a really nice food processor, please do. It's a blessing. Finely chop these onions, just peel them and add them by cutting it to half and chopping them finely. And in another mixer bowl, also keep your 4 tomatoes blanched. I generally pre-blanch it a little bit because the flavor here in Bangalore tastes a little bit off if I use raw tomatoes. So I blanch them. You can completely avoid that step as well and cook it for maybe a 2 to 3 minutes more to avoid the whole thing. My husband is a little picky about the skin of the tomatoes, and hence I have to do this. He doesn't really know that he's picky about it, but he does not like the flavor when the skin of the tomato is in, and he notices the flavor profile. So I just take an additional step, especially on the weekends, just to make sure that the paneer tastes really nice. Now that all your preparations are done, the easy part is here. Take a heavy bottomed pan or a non-stick pan, and to it add some oil. To it you can also add some ghee because it gives a really good flavor. Add your masalas, jeera, tejpatta, your dried chilies according to the amount of heat that you want to tolerate, some black pepper pods, some elaichi, and if you want a little bit of star anise, you can add your other garam masalas as well over here. It tastes really nice. To it, add the finely chopped onions that we've already chopped and nicely fry it till it's slightly mushy. Also, I forgot to mention, add some garlic pods to it. Direct garlic, do not do anything, just peel them and add them. If you are tight on time, get some pre-peeled garlic from Zepto. It saves a lot of time. And add your green chilies to this mixture and stir really well till all the ingredients of onions and garlic and the chilies blend together really well. Now comes the masalas. To it, add ginger garlic paste. I always keep some mother's ginger garlic from DMart with me, which comes in a 1+1. Also, you add your haldi, red chili powder, degi if you want some spice, and Kashmiri if you want the color. Add some dhania powder, add some paneer tikka masala powder. I can give you the link of my homemade powder, and add some garam masala, little bit, and if possible add some biryani masala from Shan. It will change the level of your dish from zero to hero. Okay, now up next you add some tomato puree that we've already made, and to use the laga hua puree on the container, add some water, nicely shake the jar and add the pani, tomato wala pani. Now once this tomato paste is added, blend it really well until the color becomes golden brown. Once you see the oil separating, add some curd. I had some curd which was lying around, and I had beaten it really nicely, and I added around 3 scoops of it. You can add it as per the consistency of the gravy that you want, and stir it really nicely but on slow flame. Now once this gravy is all ready, add some pani to it if you want to make it a little gravyish, or you can leave it as it is and add the paneer cubes to it. Look at the amazing paneer cubes that I'm adding over here. I'm already greedy about them. So stir it really nicely, and once it simmers down a little bit, add more amount of water. I am adding more water because we're going to have it with rice and we need a little bit of curry for it. So I'm adding some water. You can add hot water if you want to fasten the process. Voila, your curry is prepared. Just put it on sim for around 5 minutes and you're good to serve the food. They also add kasturi methi if you want a little more pungent flavor. Now up next are Basanti Pulao. So for this I take a heavy bottom pan and I added some ghee to it. To it I added tej patta, elaichi and dalchini. Also a non-traditional addition, but I added some bits of star anise to this mixture because everyone likes it at my house. And now add your kaju. Now roast this all really well. I've kept the ghee a little lesser because I've already added some ghee while I was marinating the rice. So you do what you want to do. Now add your kismis to it and make sure that the flame is really low and keep roasting it so that it doesn't burn. To this you add your pre-marinated rice that I showed you already and mix it really well so that the ghee starts caramelizing on the granules of rice that are there, and the mixture, all aromatics blend very well with the rice. Now heat up some water as per the amount of rice that you have taken, and I've done that in my microwave and added to this mixture. It helps in estimating the amount of time and it works really well for me. Add a dash of sugar to it and taste it a little bit so that the sugar and salt mixture is good, and add a little bit of garam masala, one torn up chili, and put up the lid. Just let the rice and the water simmer for around 10 minutes, or depending on the amount of rice that you have taken and the smell you start getting from the rice. Let it steam really well and pair it with the paneer gravy that I've shown you. Tell me if you try this recipe and if it really makes your Sunday lunches nice. Let me know. If you want any more details, just comment down and I will get back to each one of you. Like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Thank you everyone. Bye.